So my moment, the moment that'll always be etched in my memory, came on Father's Day, 2018. We were at DeSoto Park in St. Petersburg, and we got the entire family together. It was me and my 7-year-old son, Cannon, wife, my mom and my dad, and my brother. We took out our entire fleet of kayaks that day, and we found a nice little spot, nestled in the mangroves, had a nice little cut where we could launch our kayaks, and we set up a tent right there on the water. It was a typical hot Florida day, but it was kind of overcast, so it ended up being really nice. We had a good sea breeze that would roll through, and all day we just paddled around the little lagoon there in our kayaks, and we would go out, and we found a little ledge about 150 yards from the shoreline, and it was just packed full of mangrove snapper and Spanish mackerel. And so all day we were just, we were popping on those. We'd fill the kayak up, we'd bring them back to the beach, grab a fresh beer, and go back out. It was great because I, got to hang out and just, sitting out on the water, bobbing along. As we were out there, me and my dad were, just kind of talking baseball, and all of a sudden he gets something just a little bit bigger, and it ends up being about a little over 2-foot bonnethead shark. And at this point I had an idea, because my kid has been begging me for quite some time. He really wanted to catch a shark, and so I had this idea that we were going to get him his first shark. And so my dad handed me the pole, and the whole time I'm thinking, man, don't bite through this tiny monofilament line, because this is really light tackle. And so I put the pole in the rod holder, and I just paddle back to shore as fast as I can. I mean, this poor shark's being dragged behind the kayak. I'm practically keel hauling this shark because I want to try and get it in before he can bite through the leader. And so I get back to where everyone's camped out on shore, and I anchor up the kayak there, and very quietly and sneakily I take the pole off the kayak, and I put it in the rod holder that was on the shore, and kind of make my way over to the cooler, grab myself a beer, and and I had opened up the bail and let the fish swim out a little. And so as I'm standing there, and then I point out I'm like, hey Cannon, look, something's on that pole. And he got a little excited. He didn't know what it was. Obviously we did. And so he grabs the pole, and he just starts reeling like crazy. And then just the way his face lit up when he saw like he had a shark on the end of the line. He had caught that first shark, and that was so important to him, because he knew like how often I do shark fishing, and he had seen me do stuff for the newspaper and do stuff for Shark Week on Discovery Channel, and so he really wanted that first shark. And so when he finally got it, his face lit up, and that was so special to me, just to see that he finally got that shark. And that's my moment, because it will always be his moment. And it really was. It was a team effort. It was, it was my dad and me and him all together, and that made it really special, because that was the last Father's Day that all 3 generations of us were able to spend together. My dad ended up passing from an aneurysm kind of suddenly a couple months before the next Father's Day, and so that's one of those memories that I will always hold on to.